Okay, cool. All right, let's jump back into chi stuff. By the way, I did buy water over there. Yeah, fresh. First of all, pay attention to good form, correct energy, neither aggressive nor defensive, neutral, what I call neutral energy. You toss out your elbow all the way down, you bounce up all the way up. If your bounce up is slightly, your elbow of your bounce up slightly higher than your shoulder. Okay, so wherever you're going to do single switching only, so with both hands on the bottom. Get used to both arms on the bottom. Okay. Just now you will get both arms on the bottom. Right. So your turn. Just your turn. You clear the arm so that it's sideways and upward rather than towards you. Okay, ready for your turn. Just your turn. Okay. Don't stop. Okay. But rather when you start doing it, you want to make sure you do hanging horse.
Okay.
1, 2, okay? Same thing with you, Justin. Right. Okay, again, listen to me, like, don't stop, okay? Next one you want to go is, as you go in, instead of going to dark, not dark, step.
And then step back.
Yeah.
And then
Step.
step forward again.
You step back,
Huh?
step back. Good? Yes. Attention to your positions. Very good. Okay. So, remember, transitions are attacks. Okay. So, as you transition from top to bottom, you can attack. Okay. From here, right? Without using your feet. Okay. So think about you're up here, right? Okay. In. Right. I mean, as you change, house up, right? Because you're on top, right? Right. So that's one, right? Okay. And then one, and then you're already in. 1, 2. Yeah.
Okay.
You should be in already. Down the bottom.
on the bottom.
Yeah, because you're cast out.
I think he was cast out in my tons out
Yeah.
first.
Yeah.
Oh,
Doesn't matter though, does
It
it?
doesn't matter.
Because
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's right, yeah.
yeah. Clear it all away.
Right, so for now, don't do the footwork. That would be the destination. Right. So you can do a hanging horse. Yeah, hanging horse. Hanging horse, as we know from the second form, when you do hanging horse, you have longer reach because now you're shifting the weight more towards here. Okay, here. Right?
Right.
So, hanging horse. And then the next one, as you pass out in, this one's in. Okay? I'm on top, right?
Yes.
Right, so hanging horse, and then you're in, you're down here already,
Yes.
okay? Because that's the goal. The goal is to get to the bottom, right? The bottom, the next one should be bottom side, right? Right, see, we do single. Bottom side, right? That'll be yin and yang. What if you go from yin and yin, or yang and yang? Okay, go into Han side instead of Bong side. So normally I go into Bong side, right?
Right.
That's the change. But instead, I go into Han side. So if both my hands are on top, and I have it. Turn it back. Yeah.
Remind you.
Okay, so right here, boom, that's the one, right? And then, because remember the roots, this is the root, single. Always do single first, right? 1, 2, right? Same thing on this side. 1, 2. So in this case, all we're doing is adding a, you can see, that's all. Okay, just add the other hand, right here, and forward. Okay, so the pivot now becomes a setup for your step. Okay, here, right here. All I'm doing is adding the other hand. The other hand is doing this. All right? Once that's done, okay, so right now with both hands up, like this, right? And I'm doing this. Right?
Right.
That makes sense too because the unweighted leg is going to be the one moving.
Right, exactly. All right. Wait for Pansa. Pansa right there. Right? So now the attention is drawn here now as you come in.
And we both ways, either on his long side or on his tongue.
Right. In his bomb cell, then you wouldn't be able to house out because both.
Oh, I'm sorry, I meant on this side.
Right, right. See,
Didn't matter, right?
It doesn't matter, but it matters when it comes to the other hand.
Yes.
Right,
Yes.
because I'm waiting for his hands up to do. I can do, yes, but it has to be when he is in Tansa, either Tansa here or Tansa here. Right?
Right.
You can do a Tansa of jump out strike or full out strike. As we learned before, whether I'm here when he's bounce out, right? His bounce out, I can attack his bounce out using a jump out, or I can attack his bounce out using a
Yeah.
full out. But by itself, it doesn't make a difference. But when the other guy comes into play,
And I think what Justin might be saying too is that you can house out my ball if you want to do the,
Yes.
the cousin of the other.
you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Yeah, yes.
Like I go.
I can count-
and then
I can
you
count-
come
yeah.
in, you yeah.
Right, I can
Put
do
an
that,
attack on my
yeah.
tongue.
So here, I'm doing this, right? Of course, it's already house out. Otherwise, how do I control him, right?
Right.
Yes. So as you can see, all these things leads to locks, okay? Because you already manipulating his arms. If you come down here, you're close to the wrist, then you control the wrist. Okay, and everything can be done either shadow, which is what we just did, because I'm doing this, right? as I go boom, oh, no, I'm sorry, the other way, like, it goes into a tonsil, right? Come here. Because I'm already start sliding down here. I just need to. Right? That's single-handed, right? Of course, you can also enlist the other guy, the other hand. Here. Right? See? Right? So your first attack may not succeed. You assume it doesn't because he's on guard. He has not been mechanically interrupted or stunned in any way, startled. So he's capable of defending himself. So you don't assume the first one is going to succeed. If it succeeds, then he's completely not guarded, right? So again, you can attack this one, doesn't matter whether you do a full saw strike or jump saw strike. Right?
He is
Yeah.
stepping with.
Yes, that's very fast. Because if you apply pressure here, that's mechanically interrupted.
Right.
He's thinking, oh, pressure here, focus here. Okay. Allows you to slip in. Okay? All right. So, Loretta, you go first? Right. Yeah. Okay, let me make one suggestion.
Yeah.
As you come in, stay connected.
Okay. It felt a little.
Yeah, like this, right? Okay, so now, here on the bottom.
Mhm.
And then he's
To the
gonna-
other side.
Then you, right. Okay, so he house out,
Got it.
get us back to where you started. But what he's doing is not just to get you back to the starting position, but also he's working on something.
Yeah.
All right. That's the difference between just simply returning to the starting point or returning to the starting point with purpose. Okay, a little slow. So I'm him. Okay. So this is what I want you to do. Okay. So he comes in. Go ahead. Okay. Stay. Boom.
Okay.
Right.
Right away.
Stay connected. Okay? That's that's true spirit of sticky. Yes. Mhm. Make sure that you apply pressure with the other hand.
I think there's, you can come in.
I understand. I'm on both on top.
You're coming in.
Yeah. Switch.
Oh, you can go.
Okay. There you go. Oh.
Yeah. And make sure you actually attack after you cross up. Attack. Yeah. Because he did it to you once, and that is subject for our next study, is because he's not gonna let you get in.
Right.
Okay, so he has a reaction, which means usually in Wing Chun is to regaining his center line back. Okay.
Right.
Yeah, make sure you, yes, see, what he will do is he's going to push your arm away to reoccupy his center line.
Right.
That's when sensitivity comes into
Yeah,
play.
right. Because if he gets in sooner than I can defend, I'm not want to push him into my neck. So
No.
I'm just gonna stick. And let it.
Right, there's, yeah.
You know what I mean? I'll just let him. My thoughts just follow.
Yeah, that's what the true spirit of sticking is. You know, you can trap the elbow, you can trap also the wrist as well. If you trap the wrist early, then it won't even get to you. Right. You can also trap the elbow by pushing
Yeah.
forward.
Yeah, my bad. Sorry. It's alright. I lost
And then speed is also your friend, because if you want to attack him, you don't have to attack slow, because you want him to react. That's the whole issue of probing. How does he respond when you attack him? If you do it fast, he's a knee-jerk reaction for him. If you do it slightly slower, slightly moderate speed, he will say, I can reoccupy. Then you can use that as a springboard to go to the next step. Remember, Han Sao, the next one is Bang Sao. Bang Sao can be a Lan Sao. You know this already, okay? Okay, now come in. Okay, here, one more time. Come in, do it a little slower. And come in to attack. He pushes you. Exactly. Remember he did that? Yeah, he did that. So I see a lot of times people just rush. They want to get the hit, the first one. Right? Remember, it's the strategy. It's also in BJJ they have the same thing. They do these drills. You attack me, I roll out of it, and I attack you back. Okay? It's not boom, I'm done. No, that's you say you do a shoulder lock, okay, like this, and I would roll out of it. Because you're doing this, I have to go this way. As I roll out of the way, I'm gonna reverse on you, do a elbow lock or whatever. And then he has to get out of that and apply on you, back and forth, That's what it is. So that's pure sensitivity training. I mean, the BJJ guys are gonna tell you, because they don't know what that is. They just know this is a drill to get your body to react, to be used to pressures applying on the joints, and how to get out of it. Not knowing it is sensitivity training. If my energy is sensitive, I'm very sensitive to your energy, I'm able to answer that. You know it's never strength. Okay, because the guy's stronger, you lose. That's why they roll out of it. They don't try to force it. You know, if you crank my elbow, I'm just gonna go like that. This is on the ground already. You know what I'm saying? So I'm on the ground, he's cranking up my shoulder, I go, then release it. Okay, and as I release them, I hold on to something, a part of his body, and try to apply pressure as I roll out of it. So I'm going this way, my legs could be by his neck. I mean, do a triangle. Okay? And he needs to get out of the triangle. How to get out of the triangle? Okay? Triangle basically is this. Okay, remember, arms are legs, legs are arms. Right? See that? The only thing you have to know is that arms and legs bend differently. Legs bend this way, so it's like this. Arm bend this way, so it's like this. Okay? It's very interesting. It's right by the bend.
Yeah.
All right, bend at the knees and bend at the elbow. Okay, same thing, when you do a body lock behind someone, same thing. You hold on to your leg. Okay, just like choking, right? Rather than choking the neck, you're quick choking the body. Right? So once you understand the upper body, and this is the greatest lesson we can take away from the forms. Why is it the first form you don't move? Okay, on the second form you start to move. So now I'm trying to tell you, whatever you learn, the lessons you learn in the body can be applied to the lower body. Okay, remember I said, first and foremost, the first form teaches you the center line. That's the beginning. That's the beginning, starting point. Then it starts to discuss joints, how elbows bend, right? Then when you go to the second form, you see, elbow, yeah, bending the elbow, just saying the knee, the leg is the elbow. Bend this way, right? Same thing. You have elbow down, elbow up, right? Elbow down, elbow up, right? So this is a really revolutionary way to look at the forms. Rather than just learning the forms, thinking that I have to learn these forms, otherwise I won't be given advanced technique. Just saying, yeah, people say, I gotta pay my dues, so I will be given privy to the advanced techniques. Right, that's what people say. 3 years, show me some advanced techniques. Wow, 3 years, you're really good, but I'm doing the same thing over and over again. Because you know the basic better than beginners. That makes you advanced. They don't see it, right? Because you have to filter. You're given something, you don't just say, oh, I got it. No, you have to look at it, examine it from different angles. What is it made of? Okay, is it copper? Is it steel, stainless steel? You know, what does it look like? You know what I'm saying? Rather collect. I'm collecting these things, and I don't know what I have. We're saying you only given 3, actually 4, right? 3 seeds, not 4 seeds, right? You share this with
A little bit, yeah.
okay, right? Because our job, the main job as a 21st century Wuchang is to constantly reinvent Wuchang. Reinvent, not in the sense of creating something new. It's impossible.
Yeah.
You're right. There are only so many ways a body can move. We're just saying how many ways can we make them more crystallized. So the beginning is kind of fuzzy, kind of like, you guys probably know. Like for people who have nearsightedness, you go to the doctor and get a prescription, right? First one is like, still kind of blurry, right? How about, is it A or B? A or C? B or C, okay? And then, D is perfect. So it's really crystallized. Our job is to make it even more crystallized for ourselves and for the others. So you explain, you say, there are really 4 seeds, which are
Book.
exactly right. And it's very, very interesting because again it goes to that circle. Okay, Tan elbow is all the way up. Bomb is this guy. Okay, this is Tan. Lan is in the middle.
Yeah.
Fuk is right in between, right? See, Tan,
Yeah.
Fuk, Lan, Bomb, 5.
Yeah.
If you really want to say, now it's 5 now. Fox out, right? See, fox out always all the way up.
The perpendicular
Right, see?
to lawn. Opposite of lawn.
This is Bomb, Lan, Fuk, Tan. Tan's out all the way down. In between Lan and Tan is Fuk, right? Tan, Fuk, Lan, Bomb.
So what is, because there can't be 5, there has to be 6. So,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
5 doesn't work.
Because it's your fox out. Lan bomb cell is between Lan and Fuk. Fuxia is between Tan and Lan. If you want to name them all, okay, we can go like this. Tansa is right here. Okay.
Yeah,
Fuxia is this point this way. Okay, this is Fuxia, Lansa, Bangsa, Faksa. Five. Right?
It's interesting, yeah.
Okay, Tansa, Fuxia, Lansa, Bangsa, Faksa.
Yeah.
This is dividing.
Right.
It is sold with empty hands. It is sold with double knife. It is sold with, especially meaningful when it goes into
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
the pole.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
You know, real quickly,
Uh-huh.
I hate to change subject, but Tan is like upward.
Right.
Like, what are the translations? Tan is upward
Well-
hand. Is that all?
No, actually, Tan is palm up.
It means palm up.
Palm up.
Okay.
It's like this.
So what does Fuk mean? Is it the palm
Foot,
down?
no, foot means
crouching. That's right. I knew that.
Crouching.
Okay, crouching.
okay. Line is to bar, like
Bar.
bar to prevent from injury. Right. Bong is
Is that a wing arm or?
wing because it looks like a wing of the crane.
Mhm.
Fuck is to whisk. That's right. It's called a whisking hand. Fuck's out.
Yes, you said that before. Okay.
Whisking. Okay, whisk can be sideways, can be upward.
I usually think of it like the other emergency hand.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like,
is that the tail?
it's like,
Right. Basically,
Right.
foxout is the.
I look at it now with a sword, it's slicing.
It is, but the foxout is basically an extended arm sound. The elbow.
Right.
It's the elbow. The elbow is not completely up. This is completely up.
Which is what he's,
Yeah.
kicking for.
So, right. Bounce out, because bounce out, again, people look at it as a technique. We look at bounce and say, what part of the arm am I focusing on? Is it a hand? Is it the elbow? Is it the forearm?
Yeah.
Right? So,
Kind of on that subject a little bit. I had a question about, So
The
when
usual
you're-
suspect. Hi, how are you guys doing?
Good, how are you?
it's good to have him back. Finally.
Yes,
Things are a little too quiet.
Yeah, I bet.
little too lonely, and Cal missed him too. Yeah.
Is she on strike right now?
What?
No,
Is she
actually,
inside?
no, she didn't hold any grudges because you were here.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
That's
No,
good.
my other cat did, actually, my other cat, before Cal cat, whoa, 3 days. He wouldn't have want to have anything to do with me.
They get mad.
Call, he called, he didn't acknowledge you, look at you with disdain, and look away.
Wow.
He was up there in the rafter, right? And called, wrinkles, wrinkles.
Then,
3 days, and then finally.
Cow didn't do
No,
that.
she didn't.
Dogs
She
get
just
nuts.
fell back into
so I'm
normal.
on top.
So you're on top.
Right. So we have the traditional, one more,
Okay.
going one into ton. So cow, right?
Right.
Where I think of it as my wrist moving more, it's kind of controlling. Okay. Yes.
Yeah. Here, goes on. Long time. Okay. Okay, one more time, okay? So, long to time. You're right, exactly.
Okay. Now, and playing with the dummy, and again, I don't want to get stuck trying
Mhm.
to emulate something from the dummy, but can there also be, go ahead and transition again. Guess not. I was thinking elbow.
Thinking.
Because yes. Because if
Still on
it's,
top. Still on top, right? Remember?
yeah,
And rather than going to the bottom?
Yeah.
Yes, you can still be on top.
and I could also,
He went on the bottom, didn't you? That's what he gets.
like in,
For the end.
Hmm?
right?
Right.
So this, I think of it more as the elbow moving the center line as opposed to. Okay, so more practical would be,
You can go from top to bottom. See, this will be top
Mm-hmm.
or bottom.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
So, a lot of people tend to categorize strikes. You know, we just say, what part of the hand are you focusing on? Could be fingers, could be fingers, right? Could be fingers, right? Rather than turn it into a technique, which is what people do. They say, okay, now this is called main palm, side palm, reverse palm strikes. In the beginning, we do that, but our job, remember, is to make things simple.
Okay. Yeah.
We don't say main palm strike, reverse palm strike, but just say what part of the finger, palm heel, edges of the hand. Edge with the palm up, edge with the palm down. It is so much more advanced in thinking, because this encourages you to think about what part of the limbs you're using. The more parts of the limbs you can think of, the more strikes you are collecting, right? Creating for yourself. You don't have to be someone to tell you, they're not striking because this is called that, this is called dragon, this is called tiger. You say, finger jab, right? Palm, heel, strike, edge of the hand. Well, let me differentiate between the edge of the hand strike with the palm down, edge of the hand strike with the palm up.
Just like you said, movie.
Absolutely, you can.
So
you can replace
you laid it out there.
Oh, anything you like. If it's an electric toothbrush, it comes with an electric toothbrush.
I have a copy of that movie. Blend it to you. Kentucky Fried Movie.
I know, it's so funny.
Like a
You know?
spoof.
It's like
I'll blend it to you then.
So that's such a good example of how just we change the way we think, which is called concepts. And then it greatly benefits you because the way you look at it, rather than, okay, that's called a leopard strike, this is called a tiger strike, you know?
There's a guy on the internet who talks about why he doesn't like Bruce Lee.
Yeah, the same guy from Chicago.
Yes.
He's got kind of interesting.
It lets you know what he thinks about how deeply he doesn't think.
Actually, that guy uses a lot of brute force. You know, he doesn't move. He stands his ground when someone attacks him. You know.
Yes, he does.
If someone's a foot taller than he won't be doing that. Whether voluntarily or involuntarily, he must be pushed back. The guy's heavier and stronger. Again, a lot of people practice Wing Chun from the point of view of a male person. We have to get into the mindset and the physical attributes of a woman. We assume the guy's going to be stronger, bigger. Knowing that, then you know how to deal with energy. You won't always try to push back. But going back is also a woman attack. But most people, especially one of my earlier teachers, the guy is like 6'5", the big guy. Yet he stands like this. It's so fun to see him that way. He's a big guy, okay, and then he always yelled at you if you step back. I'm not going to be able to withstand your energy. You're almost twice my size and twice my weight. If I don't back up, I'm going to be crushed. Sometimes when I back up because you pushed me, he doesn't understand that because a big guy can never understand the needs, feelings of a small guy. How can he? He was never been small.
He's always been able to push.
Exactly. Just like we are guys, we can never understand how a woman truly feels. We cannot. We'll never be able to. No matter how many books we read, how many studies we do, we cannot understand truly how a woman feels. Because we're not a woman. Right? So it's the same thing, So this person doesn't understand these. I'm a small guy, so I could easily transpose myself and place in the mind and the body of a woman. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's what. So again, if you want to say 5 seeds, but the reason it's 3 seeds because seeds spawn trees and branches and leaves. So, okay, but to make it really crystal clear, we just lay it all out. Remember I said this, from here, right? From here, and then, right? And reverse, same thing. Okay. from Tan Sao to Fu Sao, you will encounter a Man Sao, right? You have to, because
And maybe even a Dong Sao.
Exactly, see? I have to turn this way before I can move it out block.
Yeah.
How influences the
palm.
the palm, which way it faces. Facing out here, side, angular, down, facing out.
Same as the opposite of the non-south. That's
Right.
6. Going in.
I
Knew it had to be.
See, you know, so that's the way we like to analyze things, rather than just copy or mimic what people do and call it something, and try to execute that technique at a moment's notice in a pinch. Not gonna work. Okay. Okay. All right. So I don't know how we got on the subject, but it's the same thing. It's,
We're doing,
right. So we're doing single, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so if we're gonna do what we're doing here, okay? You can use it as an attack as well. Got an attack, you see? It's an attack, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
See? All right,
Sure.
all right. And then the Fu Sao is this way. See? Fu Sao is this way. When you turn, all right? Now,
I was looking at that.
yeah. Now you can also do line saw attack. Right? But that's not
A little dangerous.
recommended because his hands
A
are
forward
free.
energy,
Right, he's gonna come in, you know?
assuming that.
Right. But everything changes when you can throw in forward. A step, right? So instead of right in front of him, I'm gonna wait for bang sao, tan sao, bang sao, tan sao. No!
Yeah.
It's because he's going this way, but I'm at an angle now. I can do line style without fear of. Okay.
You can do a hook.
Hook will be a line style.
Yeah.
Well, remember, hands out will part of the handle, the edge of the fist. Okay. So all those things come into play, whether from the attacking the point of view or defending or controlling the point of view. Alright? So this is what I mean by depth. You know, because Chi Sao is only, there are only so many ways to do Chi Sao. I mean, that's what I meant. I meant the concept is very simple, but the variations and the combinations are endless. Without stepping, without turning, with turning, without stepping, with stepping. Okay?
Yeah.
So one single thing becomes, okay, I'm going to attack using Fu Sao without stepping. Okay, I want to use Fu Sao strike with twist, with a turn, or with a step. So we always know not doing anything is the root.
Yeah.
Right? Like sitting in the
first
car, right? Just turn the engine on, but it's not going anywhere, right?
Right.
But you can do that. Then the next thing is you can make it go forward or go backward. The only thing you can't do is you can go sideways. But I've seen you too.
With the four wheels.
Yeah, the wheel turns sideways. That's how you get into the parallel park. I mean, this is actually someone, yeah, has developed that, you know, especially in the small.
Cruise ships are on that same concept. They got rid of the one giant screw, or whatever, I think they call it screw technically. And now they have a whole bunch of little ones like fans basically. And those like 20 of those are, yeah, they all rotate.
Right, so you can go, you don't have to turn all the
Yeah.
way, you know, it's a giant thing, you have to turn to go that way, right?
Yeah.
You just go,
Yeah.
yeah. So concepts come first. People say, how do we do? Right? I have the concept. Then we make it work. Same thing with us. When we have the concept, the rest is easier because we know where to go.
Yeah. Yeah.
So with concepts, you are driving yourself. You can find your own path without having someone point out to you. You say, all right, yeah, from locking point of view, I'm doing jiao sao, how do I lock? Okay, I cannot lock with one hand. Oh, okay, of course. But the other guy comes in, right? From striking, from, as you attack me, from defending, from throwing, from locking, right? It's, oh, six-sided box. One movement allows you to think attack, defend, strike, defend, block, throw.
And I was like, what jump? Which jump?
That's right.
Shadow match.
Yeah, exactly. Shadowing, you match, right? So you can lock, shadowing, you can lock, matching. You certainly throw, locking, shadowing, or throw, matching. We just have to really stretch our imagination. So if you're using jump shot to throw when you're outside shadowing, right? See, normally it's this way, right? I'm gonna be doing this.
Yeah, why attack it out?
You see that?
Yeah.
Now that allows me to throw, right?
Mhm.
So it's the same movement. Now instead of just chopping, I'm hooking onto him. But it's still the same movement until the very end. I'm doing this, right? Right, and throw.
Yeah.
Same thing. That's outside matching, or using this arm to think, or inside shadowing. Same thing. I'm doing this.
Yeah. Yeah. And you know, I was thinking too, you know how you do the taking the balance out and going into forward. I was thinking the other end of it would be like what you're doing, but instead of stepping forward, stepping back.
Absolutely.
Like a big
Yes.
well,
Circle
it is,
step.
but even to really, I mean, if it's like somebody that really needs to throw, you know, and really just let the back leg going back. as opposed to the
Yes, you're doing this, or doing really fit. So all we think about is what can I do to maximize the energy?
front leg. Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you use the whole body, it's going to be very, very powerful. Okay?
So especially for our size.
Throw a guy far or throw a big guy.
Yeah.
Right. So, again, throwing is about circles. Whether it's vertical circle, horizontal circles, or a diagonal circle. It's all about circles.
It's centripetal
Right.
force.
It's a combination of the circles that you create, plus the circles that he creates involuntarily.
I was thinking, when you were doing the hip pump, do that to me? I think I figured out a counter for that. It's simple.
If I do
You're trying to throw me with your
hip
hip.
throw,
Yeah.
yeah, it'll be like this.
You know, if I just push on that, does that prevent that?
Yeah, that's,
Yeah.
if you look at the
You're
the
doing
group
the
class,
opposite.
if you do the group class, if you look at the group class, I think last week, no, 2 weeks ago.
Really?
I said that to you.
Oh, sorry.
I said that to you,
Okay.
right? Because he's on,
Yeah.
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 It's like
back.
Yeah.
folding.
Go back to
Okay,
it.
okay, that's
Do you
right.
remember that?
Yes, yes.
Remember? He's throwing you.
Okay.
He's throwing me, right? Just remember, you're doing this. I just
Oh.
you do that, right? It's all right. It's very easy, right?
Right.
That's one. Another one is as he throws you,
Oh.
right? So you right? So you're doing this, right? As you throw, right? I'm gonna go like this. Like this. Okay? On top of you,
Yeah.
right? Like
Yeah.
this.
Yeah. Right.
Right? Another thing is, his legs, you're behind him. Bump with your knee. With your knee, his leg buckle.
Right.
So, what, I wouldn't recommend doing that in real life when you do a body line.
Fall on top of
Because
it.
he just
Drop
goes
back.
back.
Yeah.
In competition, is cushion. It's your perfect rear naked choke.
Yeah.
Because your arm is already here, all you have to do is grab. Okay? But, like everything else, lock and throws needs to be preceded by other movements. Because he's not distracted. If you just go in and throw, he says, you haven't disturbed me in any way, I'm just gonna wrap and choke you. But if you go in with kicks and elbows and all that, all of a sudden he's trying to fend off your attacks. That's when you sneak that movement in.
You get one good hit that stuns them.
Right? It doesn't have to even get to him. Just get him distracted. Remember all the drills we did? Okay, because he's thinking about defending and actually succeeded in defending your first attack.
Yeah.
Got this.
And he said, I got it.
Yeah,
He says, what else did he just run me? So he's in a
I'm behind, yeah.
Yes.
And I'm one step
He
behind you.
says he is thinking, I'm in striking mode.
Mhm.
And
You change.
yes, that's called level change, okay?
Okay.
Right, you change from striking to locking, striking to knee strikes, striking to throws. You can even further convince him by 1, 2, 3, or I see he's like, hey, I got this, man. Everything he throws at me, I can.
Yeah.
It's not going in. So the first view is, I don't expect them. I don't want them actually to succeed.
Right. You don't want them rolling.
Mm-hmm.
You want to get him into your rhythm. This is what Bruce Lee referred to as the broken rhythm. Right?
Yeah.
So you establish a pattern, right? Regular pattern, or irregular pattern, right? So he said, all right, yeah, I got this, man. I'm looking for ways to reverse it. While he's thinking how to reverse it, he's not going to use that. Okay. Right? So remember, all those things in the past, they all come together. Same thing with, okay, so from Lapsao drill, boom, right, into Chisao drill, same thing. Yeah, same thing, right? You go in, oh, right here, right? Which way do I want?
Yeah, two.
Right, which way do I want, right? It is just that simple, right? Okay, so here, right? Oh, here, oh. Okay, so the pose really enhance your empty hand. That I kept saying over and over again. And some people are still stuck in these dark ages thinking poles are against other weapons. They even went so far as to say poles and knives are not relevant today. It is just kind of honoring the system. We have to.
This the whole thing.
Yeah, I mean, how often do you get this 8-foot pole and put it in your car and get ready to fight? Okay? Or knives, if they're not sharpened, they're okay. If they're sharpened, that's illegal, right? Okay, you carry them around in your truck with your intention, right? So they're supposed weapons in today's 21st century they're supposed to further enhance the fluency of the body and the mind. So as we get deeper into Chisao, we are getting deeper into the pole. Okay. So one of the things we do is look for an opportunity to use the pole concept. Line wood, how do I do line? How do I do bong wood, bong sound, right? Basically couldn't just use pole. Okay, so from here, okay, so right there, remember we used to work like this? Remember that? As well, hands open or hands closed. See, now perfect right here. So this guy's lines up right here, right? Okay. And of course, you don't want to be in front of him. His other hand's going to smack you, right?
Yeah.
Right. So as you come in, you go, see that? Well, you can even make it.
Yeah.
Well, that again, it's taken directly from the second form. So now it becomes like this. Okay? Or you can add a knee strike as well as it comes to you. You see how, once you have the roots,
Yeah.
everything falls into place. Okay? Right here, see that?
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
Okay, so if that doesn't happen, then you go right into this, and into this. Okay? All right.
That's great.
You guys want some water?
Yeah.
I always believe that in a confrontation, if you can use as many limbs as possible, you are at a great disadvantage. So when you do the pole form, if you're able to stand on one leg, use the other one to attack. That's the lesson we learned from W form, right?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, right? first she says just two, right? Just these two. Then she says you still have one limb to stand on, so use the other one.
Yeah.
Okay? So if this is possible, this is possible. Because we think in terms of joints and the striking surfaces. Pretty soon, this, and this all become weapons.
Yeah. You're getting the concept number 2 where the knee on the leg.
I studied with another instructor who's dummy forming, a little different towards the end. He has this knee strikes. He goes this, and he goes this.
Yeah.
All right, and he'll hooks up the. Yes. Okay. I've never seen anybody do it, but that's his own contribution to the dummy form. You know, and it's very easy to do. Oh yeah, of course. You know, if you show me striking with the foot, you can certainly strike with the knees. Although the knee strikes were never really shown in dummy form, right? But it's hinted. We have to see it. So we do this. Well, I'm focused on the foot. What about the knee? Okay. See, that's knee, right? Over this way, right? Same thing. If I can kick, I can certainly knee. So eventually, you go kick and knee, or knee and kick. Just like the form. We were taught to do 1 and 2. You can do 2 and 1. But without giving the concept of yin and yang, we're not taught to think this way. Yin yang or yang yin, right? You say this is yin, this is yang. No, okay, yang yin then.
Yeah.
Right? So if you go 1, 2, because we go 1, 2. Right? And that, remember, we talked about this as well, okay? 1, 2, right? Or, anything? 1, 2. Okay? Just reverse, okay?
Exactly.
So everything that we can do in Lapsa, we can do and more. Basically, you transition back and forth.
Yeah.
Because you don't, if you have both arms continuously making contact with your partner or opponent, you're doing strictly wrapping, right? Because if you want to strike, your arms one of your arms have to disengage. It requires that. But if you always, you know, if you look at the professional wrestling, it's really soap opera, but they do have a lot of skills. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Okay, a lot of skills. You notice they're always grabbing, and then, you know, that's wrestling. Of course, then for dramatic, the elbow strike, the kick, you know, for pure wrestling, there's no strikes and kicks. So it's basically getting to, depending on what kind of wrestling you're doing, you know, some you submit, some shoulders touch, one shoulder, point both shoulders, you know, or how long you can hold a guy down. Different rules apart, but most of the time it's about sticking in the person. So Lapsa is half sticking, half running, half not sticking, half cheat, half luck. So anytime I want to attack the guy, I need to see him. Yeah, I have to, otherwise, you know, right? Even when I do this, see, I'm running. But he says, I can stick. Okay.
Really cool.
Oh, is this part of that moon deal continue?
Oh yeah, I think it's that.
That was last night.
Yeah. But I think they were saying there's 3 or 4,
Yeah, there's
4
3.
phases.
Yeah.
There's gonna be 4 this year.
But
Oh,
it's gotta be like midnight or something, you know.
Yeah, last night was at 12, it peaked at 12:45. I went out and saw it.
You did?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've never seen it before, so it's like
Cool. Yeah.
blood moon.
We can see that it's kind of yellow, not as
It was
white.
last night.
Yeah.
And you could see there was no light reflecting off it, and you could actually, it looked like a stone, like a sphere, like a ball, like you could actually see
Really?
the ball part of it.
Wow.
Notice how like this looks kind of flat,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
a disc. Without
I see
the
what you're saying.
sunlight,
Yeah,
you,
yeah.
you could actually see the sides of the moon. I was looking through it with binoculars, and
Wow.
I was like,
That's pretty cool.
wow, it looked like a floating orb.
Yeah, like
It was
a,
very dim,
like a ball.
like no light coming off it. And it was
But-
pink.
But you can see the colors
It
more
was-
yellow.
It is.
You know, yellower than usual.
Oh, the queso. On the cheese.
Okay, so you can attack while you're in transition, or you can attack when you both arms are already in place. Right? So I'm right here, right? You both on bottom, right?
Right.
Yeah.
You can do one less, right?
Okay,
You just go in
Yeah.
on the change.
because I'm gonna go right here, and then
What I'm saying is, because that would be 2D, you could still do one, where you just go in on the.
oh, you need this?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I was trying to say, yeah, you know that already. But I'm trying to say, when you go both on the bottom,
Gotcha.
see? You do the same thing with this hand, you apply pressure.
So I think the one on top.
Yeah,
Okay.
because this is how you do start.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is how you start. And when you want to get both hands down, you can go 1 and 2. Or you can wait until this guy. Okay,
Yeah.
same thing, okay? 1, see that? This is going to turn to lights, all right?
Yeah.
You can delay. It doesn't matter which hand you use. But you know, when one arm is attacking, the other one is assisting. In this case, it's trapping. Yeah? Right pressure. So he's looking here, right? Same thing. I'm gonna go. No, apply pressure here now with this hand, with this.
Yeah.
When I apply pressure, most likely it's gonna push
Yeah.
back. Okay?
Yeah.
So you can either strike with a hand that's going from top to bottom, or wait until it goes to the bottom, and use the existing bottom hand, which is this. The right hand is already existing, right?
Yeah.
Bottom hand, right? Right. Of course, we also know that we don't have to really get to the bottom, because from here, constantly turn to one side, right? Yeah. Right?
Yeah.
But our job is to be familiar with every kind of situation. We don't always say, I have to depend on one hand on top of the bottom. I can make it happen with both hands on top. I can make it happen with both hands on the bottom. I can make it happen with left on top, or I can make it happen with right hands on top. So in this,
Up and down,
yeah,
or to like.
right. So in this case, yeah, exactly. In this case, there's no change. It's simply, as you roll up, I'm just going to attack. Well, I can do the same thing with this hand while I'm going down. See, go down,
Correct.
right?
Yeah.
So, see, it's making the same thing happen, two different situations. One while the hand is on top, while the other one is the same strike with the right hand, while the other hand is going down. Right. And this is basically, what I'm doing right now is basically came from. That's why I want you to do this. Okay? Right? So, you roll right? Okay? Okay? Palms out. Palms out, right? See? Strike. 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 Right? So,
Yeah, that's
big,
the ending
okay?
path.
So, normal energy, right? Strike. Strike. Right? When you strike, angle change. You know nobody in front of you. So we know this, right? So we can make it happen anytime. Remember, it's about the environment. The more you say you've been friend out to go to work for me, it's a piece of cake. Because I've done this for so many years, right? I know exactly how to get to the other side, no matter how busy the freeway is. I know exactly when to go in. Because I've done it so many times, so that's my familiar route. If you ask me to go to Santa Monica, well now, I have never been there, or I've been there only a few times, and they can remember this guy's house. Okay, now it's a struggle. Oh, shit, overshot. Go around, go back to the freeway, backtrack, okay? What, turning the left turn, no, it should be a right turn. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Environment is not familiar. With this, okay, when I'm on bottom, I can, it doesn't matter if he gets me both hands on the bottom, I can make it happen. Or one hand on the bottom, I can make it happen. The same strikes. Okay? Alright,
So what do you want us to do?
so go to the, so you go both arms on the bottom and strike with either hand on the bottom. First you go one hand on top and the bottom, and you get yourself to that point.
Okay, yeah. So do you want me to strike on?
Yeah, see it? See, this is,
Yeah,
that's why I say it's
yeah.
so organic, because the guy is gonna resist.
Uh-huh.
Okay, now, you see, if he doesn't let you get in,
Yeah.
you're gonna push. Okay? Alright, so I'm you, right? Right? So come in. I'm gonna push.
Alright.
Okay? Because, yeah, I feel it. Okay. This is where I'm focusing. Hands up, turn to lights off. Yep.
Yeah.
This is the organic part.
There again.
Don't fight with him.
Yeah.
When you fail as a hands up, turn to bounce up. But in
Yeah.
this case, not bounce up. Bounce up is halfway between the lines up, and you can,
Yeah.
right? So it's like this. You just single hand, right? See? When I come in, right?
Right.
Because he won't let me get in. So come in, turn. Okay. Now if I add the other hand, okay. I always do this, you know, right? So I come in, right? Boom, and he's pushing, right? Say push. Right, hands out fails. Lines up. And moves that arm, so he's not pointing at him anymore.
Right.
Okay? That's the new
Yeah.
that is,
Feels very natural to do.
and there's no the transition so organic. It's just hands up, turn to lines up.
Yeah. This is where if you have covered doors, you just lean on the door where it opens and
Right, exactly, yeah.
There's like that hinging point where
Yeah.
it's just like middle and there's nothing, there's like.
Right.
Right. So what I want you guys to do is you just do the attack, but not fast and furious.
Okay.
You just do a kind of slow attack. That's the probing. Okay. So I'm here, right? First I go like this, and he pushes, right? Push again. That's it. He's not letting get in. He push and I yield and go to the other side. He pushes, right?
Sorry.
Okay, right? It's like that.
Alright.
You feel it, you change. Okay?
Okay.
All right. You go first. So you're on bottom, go down the bottom, okay? Look, you gotta change right away.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
right. And you want to point, you focus out, point at his center, like this.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So
I thought it was.
Yeah, as soon as you feel, yeah, then you change. Uh-huh. But you want to do this, because I'm on top, right? When he comes in, I want to push, 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 push. Okay, that's neutral, not neutral. That's just going to the center line. If you can do this, you can certainly do this. Right?
changes.
So it doesn't turn into a technique.
Right.
So this is the root.
Yeah.
Because again, it came from single folk style, folk style, folk style. See, he goes from bomb style to line style into time style. Comes in, in. Okay? So as soon as he comes in, I'm going to resist. Then he yields. Eventually becomes. Okay? Alright?
You want it on top? Or?
What was it before? Yeah, you were exactly.
Uh-huh. Good. Okay, your turn. Okay. We don't need to do this a lot because you know the feeling. Change right away as you feel resistance. See if you can coordinate the hand and the foot. 1, 2. Strike, yeah. And yield as he pushes back. Yep. Okay, here, yeah, you see, it's frustrating because he's ready for you. Okay. Alright, so he has 2 hands, both hands, the other hand becomes a nuisance. Then you want to control that. Blind stop, turn into open.
Oh, yeah.
Close, right? First attack. Yeah, there you go, and then you want to run. Otherwise, the hand's in your way. Do a little slower, you do a little too fast. Yeah, good. Do a little slower, okay? Okay. So you're here, you come in, boom, there, see? Right? You gotta go like this one, see? From here, on side, he pushes. Okay? Same thing, again.
Okay.
It's like the.
Exactly,
Yeah.
that's why
Yeah.
he will do it, he's very good. He's gonna make sure the energy is pointed right in your center line. The only way you do it is remove the obstacle or move around it.
And as you're moving around, stepping in a little bit closer to the center line then makes it less possible for me to get the next one.
Right, but also, the other person can also move.
Yeah.
So no matter how you move, he can also move this way. But right now, we're just saying, don't move, let him feel what it's like
Yeah.
to use angles. Yeah, there you go.
Oh, no. Yeah, it's rushing.
Grab. It should be the other arm. You should do striking this arm. Yeah, because you yield. He pushes you. That forces you.
I lost it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if he intercepted you as you go in, you're forced. Yeah, there you go. You're forced to turn into a line sound. That's it.
Can?
Of course you can.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. You do it to the bottom. Yeah.
Oh no. Yeah, I answered. It was a little high.
See, this is how we experience reality. Each person will react differently. Okay? Alright? So, if the guy is pushing you back and preventing you from doing that, you just.
I'm not gonna try to walk
Okay.
at that point.
No,
I'm just
yeah.
gonna run right in between.
Right, so I'm here, right? See?
Yeah.
He's pushing you, right? Yeah. He's pushing
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah. So I don't need to. I don't want to waste my energy.
No. I'm going like this. Boom, he's pushing.
Yeah.
He's pushing me, I can't even grab his arm.
Yeah. It's too gapped. Try that one.
Yeah, he doesn't allow you, exactly. Okay,
I'm just gonna,
absolutely. There's also a hidden hand that we can do, which is change level. You first attack top, right? Right? So I'm coming in, right? Oh, I'm sorry, I'm both hands, right? I'm only here. Boom, right? He pushes, right? Right?
Sure.
That's, you just sneak that in because it's low.
Yeah.
In practice, we use palm. But in reality, you use this. That's right.
yeah.
So you're gonna do it, okay.
It's a lot easier with you, his resistances.
Well,
I'm not saying it's easier, it's just different.
I'm more relaxed, okay?
Yes.
Because,
You allow me to practice.
but if I resist you, the top hand is gonna be hard to get in.
Yes, it is.
Yeah,
That's,
exactly.
exactly.
Right, so
Same problem.
do one more time, okay? Okay?
Yeah,
Okay,
Yeah.
here, see, I do this, no, see,
Yeah,
you just
well-
dart, and collapse. Because if you don't collapse, you push me back.
Right,
And
okay, I got you.
It's like,
Right.
Right, so if I collapse, right?
Collapse.
So if I go like this, boom, right? And you push, you just collapse.
Right.
Yeah, that's a
Right?
choice, really.
Right. So that's practice. In reality, you want to make sure you get rid of stern, bring the stern, right? That's really a very sneaky strike because everybody's head on you. Sometimes they tend to forget it.
Right, right.
They're all head on, you know?
Yeah.
Right. But you should make it mix up. You change levels. Sometimes you hit highs and then you hit low. One of the best ways to practice that is go from here, right?
Yeah.
Here, high, low, high again. Okay? Such a basic thing, but you know, people tend to hit
Runs
high.
over there, yeah.
Because look at this hand, right?
Or
See?
neck.
Right. See, this hand, it's down here.
Yeah.
See? Right? That's kind of dangerous to do. So instead we modify, just by going here, just go like this. Okay, so now this elbow, you want to prevent this elbow from collapsing on you. That's why you
Yeah.
okay, from there, see, very natural, go into a lock. It's all there.
Yeah.
This is how you flow. You go from striking to locking to throwing.
Very good.
You can also, at the throw, second strike. Here. Here. Or, if you want to be mean, is this, you throw.
Yeah.
Okay?
Okay.
This is gentle, this is mean. You're breaking him up before you throw him.
Yeah.
This. Right? Again, what part of the arm are you looking at, including the hand? Right?
So do you want to, are you looking?
That was interesting.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Do one more time. Okay, see?
Don't fight it, man.
No. You,
No, see what?
go one more time. Stop, okay?
Okay.
Do the same thing you did before, okay?
Yeah, that's right.
So, yeah, he's high.
His energy is flowing.
Right, okay. Go and then stop. Strike and stop. Stop.
Okay.
Yeah, we were right at the.
Okay, now, you see,
Yes.
your relationship, okay? Same thing, you have the same opportunity. Wrist, elbow. You don't even have to do that. Just do one more time and show you. Remember, which joint is closer to which one? From the beginning. Okay, elbow's right there. You just use the elbow. Yeah. Okay, so when I post it right here, right?
Yeah.
Now he started with his strike.
Yeah,
this, right?
yes.
Then, there, right here. Hold the hip into.
Right.
But if you want to, the hand is too far away. The hand is too far away, right? You go, boom, see that? So now I got to come to do this.
Right.
I'm already here. I'm just going to use the elbow.
I see.
Snap, yeah. This is how you go deeper, just by examining. I'm stuck, not really.
No.
Even both our arms are connected, you have other joints. Same thing, we're going to the same situation, he had the same opportunity. Right, same thing. See? Yeah. You have to let go.
Yeah, I know. I didn't want to.
If you don't let go, yeah, so, I'm saying, when a strike is neutralized, it is as if nothing happened.
Right. Yeah. That's a neutral. Right.
Okay, so, let's go to that level change and really work on it for a while.
Okay.
First start by just move lopsided. Just lopsided. Oh, yeah. Oh, first high.
First time?
Yeah, first high, then low. Right. Okay, okay. Okay, okay.
First high?
I mean, you did a high already. This is what I mean. You do this side, right?
Yeah, you can get that. Other side, the other side.
This one, okay, here. Yeah. High, you right here. You pull him in low.
Okay. But you got high.
First one, first one high.
Okay.
First one high. First one high, second low.
Okay.
Do this 10 times.
Switch
on.
hands. 3, 10 times.
Same side. Pull him into you.
Okay.
Yeah, collision. Five left.
Oh, not bad. All right.
Yeah.
Three left.
No, you're recording. You're good.
Two left. Last one. Good, it's your turn.
Oh, I didn't do the strike.
Trying to ribcage.
Yeah.
What do you mean? Five more. Three more. Last one. Change side. High low.
All right, one more time.
Start first.
Yeah.
Five more.
That was interesting. Little pull from the first. Huh. Sorry. This one's
Okay.
Two more. Good. Your turn.
Right?
Or other side. I think you come in. You pull me in the strike.
I pulled you?
No.
After.
Your turn.
Oh.
Wow, here we go.
Pulling you back?
Strike.
Okay.
Yeah, so in this case,
That's
you want it to come to you. Bring it to you. Strike. the rib cage. Also, and the side. Two more. One more. The last one was.
I know.
Okay, okay, so that's just a drill. Okay,
Good drill.
The root, which means you can delay that low blow anytime. You can start with high,
Right.
and you
And then change.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly. The same
That's awesome.
concept. You can
Really
go
cool.
from high to low, low to high, hand to elbow. You know, especially when he's been pulled in already. See right here, see that's right there. The
Right.
first one, right? See, the first one is, okay, one, right? Two, three, it's just pulling him in. You know, so right here. One, right? Two, three.
Yeah.
Right, because it's the elbow is right there.
Yeah, medium range.
Right, that's using the elbow, but you can also use the hook. This one, right? Okay. Here, right? Here. Right? So you're crowding, you know, really make it compact. Good job, guys.
Oh, thank you, Lee.
All
Awesome
right.
as always. What? Is it awesome?
Awesome.